Show the knife.
Fuck away from us.
Show the knife. Show the knife.
Don't touch her.
That's it. That's it. Show the knife. Show the knife. That's it.
Don't fucking touch my little sister. She ain't fucking 12.
This is the dystopic United Kingdom that is being created through 30 years of misgovernance and a failure to protect civil society in the United Kingdom. This 14-year-old, I'm sure, wouldn't otherwise have habitually carried a knife or axe, but for the fact that she feels threatened on her own streets. And clearly the man filming it wanted to entrap her. He kept saying, show me the knife, show me the knife. The girls are distressed. She's underage, she's distressed. And there's a man speaking to her in a foreign accent, wishing to entrap her. This is precisely the kind of thing which has happened as a result of, as I say, decades of mismanagement of this country.
Never has it been more apparent to me than how out of touch the UK's regime media is with the real concerns of the country by their decision to completely ignore a shocking viral video from Dundee, Scotland, that is waking up some of the biggest names in American politics to the real hell facing the young women of Britain. Can you believe that more than half of you are watching this video but not subscribed? So please do me a huge favour, click the subscribe button now, turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to all of our brand new Outspoken videos.
Yes, you have a knife.
You don't. Hey, I'm fucking 12, mate. You're fucking bad and
Why are you fucking with us?
These are fucking kid bashers.
Show the knife. Show the knife.
Get
Show
the
the knife.
fuck away from us.
Show the knife. Show the knife.
Don't touch her.
That's it. That's it. Show the knife.
Don't touch my little sister.
Show the knife. That's it.
Don't fucking touch my little sister. She ain't fucking 12. Wait till I fucking catch you, mate. She's fucking 12 and you just battered me, mate. Wait till I fucking catch you, mate.
Yeah, show the knife. Maratha.
Don't touch her, you're to me. Don't touch her.
The desperation of those two teenagers on the mean streets has become a symbol of how the UK is failing our girls. But indeed, over in the mainstream media, the only coverage you'll see is articles seemingly supporting the decision by the authorities to charge the young girl. It was Tommy Robinson who, as is so often the case, brought the incident to wider attention, writing very concerning video out of Dundee, Scotland, very distressed young girls being filmed by a migrant. The children can be heard saying they're only 12 and to leave them alone. Before one child brings out weapons. What's happening here? Now, that caught the attention of MAGA star Marjorie Taylor Greene, who pledged, "This brave little girl is the type of refugee I want coming to America. I can't comprehend what type of government won't protect her and refuses to stamp out the mass rapings." The Massive X account, Cat Turd, wrote, "This symbol is spreading around the world in just 24 hours. And patriotic English legal expert Stephen Barrett even weighed in, writing, "For maximum good, in the shortest amount of time, Elon Musk could defend this girl. All she wanted was for her and her friend to be safe. It will require Scottish lawyers, and I am no use. I trust J.K. Rowling, Joanna Cherry, and even the often wrong Roddy QC can help." Without a word being mentioned in the MSM, Scottish men have now promised to launch a male citizen patrol in the area, prompting Tommy to add, "The men of Scotland are stepping in to patrol Dundee, where the young girls were left to defend themselves from migrant men, and the girls were arrested. Go on, lads." And Bo Dade of the Lotus Eaters responded to a post on X from Patrick Reed, which said a 14-year-old girl in Scotland has done more than any ruling party in the UK to prevent British girls from being raped by migrants. To that, Mo added, "Mad, huh? She's got more balls than me, got more balls than Constantine Kisson, got more balls than Lawrence Fox, got more balls than Paul Joseph Watson, got more balls than Nick Tenconi, got more balls than Ant Middleton, got more balls than Eddie Hall. She's a goddamn inspiration." And I think it is fair to say the international online right is now waking up to the massive threat posed to the United Kingdom, thanks to citizen journalists and the independent media. Because after staying out of British politics for 8 months, the world's richest and arguably most powerful man, Elon Musk, no longer encumbered by his former Doge role in the Trump administration, re-entered the fray in the most dramatic of terms overnight. So you'll remember he first posted the St. George's flag. Then he roasted Nigel Farage for not doing so himself. Then, after a few hours' sleep, he made his position abundantly clear. Advance UK, he wrote, will actually drive change. Farage is weak sauce who will do nothing. Then, responding to Rupert Lowe, he added, unfortunately, the reality is that Farage will do almost nothing to protect Britain. That is obvious. Existing law is clear that anyone who was an accessory to aggravated rape or murder, especially of children, is guilty of serious crime and must either serve time in prison if a citizen or be deported if not. The government simply needs to enforce the law. Now, these developments have piled the pressure on Rupert Lowe to reunite with Habib, turning them into one force. Tommy Robinson directly pleaded with Rupert this way, writing, "Join Advance UK, please." And I'm pretty sure, actually, and he said, we'll make Advance UK a household name in the next 12 months. We want a political home. And I'm pretty sure that Elon Musk also reposted that, as he did a post today from Ant Middleton declaring his ambition to run for the Mayor of London. Now, all of this news was a hammer blow for Reform UK, with Farage and Richard Tice, the deputy leader, continuing their careful strategy to get the billionaire, who, remember, backed the party at that Mar-a-Lago meeting in January, back on board. Watch.
Finally, Elon Musk said today, after your press conference, unfortunately, the reality is that Farage will do almost nothing to protect Britain. That is obvious. How do you respond to that?
We're leading in all the national polls. You can be friendly with someone but not agree with them on everything. And we've had our agreements with Elon Musk, who's a brilliant entrepreneur. I enjoy many of his fine products. But sometimes you can disagree with friends.
Richard Tice, thank you very much for talking to us this evening.
Thank you.
After your event yesterday, Elon Musk took to social media to criticise you. He said, Farage is weak sauce who will do nothing. What's your response?
Yeah, well, actually, Elon Musk took to social media to praise my speech, to say, go, Nigel, go. And within a few hours, he changed his mind. He was busy launching a rocket yesterday, which I'm pleased to say was a great success. And I do admire him in many ways, but his inconsistency is quite astonishing.
But Musk is on a one-man mission to expose the cover-up of the Pakistani Muslim rape gangs, and it's clear he has been put off by Farage's rejection of Tommy Robinson and degradation of those of us on the so-called online right. He also posted, I would like to help fund legal actions against corrupt officials who aided and abetted the rape gang of Britain, per the official government inquiry. Who will protect the children if not the strong? Frankly, I understand why some people hate billionaires if they throw parties on yachts, make useless virtue signalling donations, but do nothing real to protect those in need. And what was actually most insane to me today is that Farage attended a lengthy press conference in Scotland where he announced Reform's first MSP has defected from the Tories, and was not asked by all of the Scottish media in attendance one question about what on earth was going on with that 14-year-old girl who was going viral all across America. Instead, and you probably will believe this, but it's still extraordinary, the BBC, the national broadcaster, the British bashing corporation, actually put forward the argument that we need more migration. Listen. But first, let's be honest, you're watching this because you know the mainstream media can't be trusted anymore. The so-called fact-checkers, they're just part of the same corrupt club. And who can forget the scandals they helped cover up or spin? Brexit lies, the COVID chaos, the relentless smears against Donald Trump. Well, I've had enough of being misled. That's why I've turned to Ground News, today's sponsor. It's the one place I go to slice through the spin, cut out the noise, and finally see the truth for myself. Go to ground.news/outspoken to check it out for yourself. My favourite feature is the blind spot feed. It shows you which stories are blowing up on one side of politics but barely mentioned on the other, the clearest way to see media bias in action. So let me show you a story the left is ignoring. The terrorist mastermind of the 7/7 attacks could soon be back on London streets despite police fears. You'd think this would be a huge story everywhere, right? But left-leaning outlets have barely touched it. And what about on the right? Well, the UK Chancellor says the government is backing Scotland with billions in investment. It's a massive funding pledge, yet it's barely been covered by right-leaning media. With every story, Ground News shows you the entire spectrum of who's reporting from left, right, and centre, along with how reliable each source is and who owns each outlet. It's everything the corporate press doesn't want you to see. I know you love keeping up with the news, but like me, you don't buy what the legacy media are selling. So this gives you the tools for yourself to see what's really going on without the spin, without the manipulation, and without being told what to think. It's the only way I read the news now, and clearly many of you agree, as Ground News has over 10,000 five-star reviews. So go to ground.news/outspoken and stop letting the mainstream media decide the truth for you. If you subscribe through my link, you'll get 40% off the Vantage plan. That's the one I personally use for unlimited access. Supporting Ground News also supports Outspoken, so thank you for helping me keep doing what I am doing here too. That's ground.news/outspoken. But now, back to the show.
Yeah, but he might be surprised how many SNP voters might actually vote for you and vote for our party next year, so I'm sure he will have a go. Yes. Right, let's move on. James Cook, BBC National.
Thank you very much, Mr Farage. Scotland faces, in common with other parts of the UK, a demographic issue in terms of a shrinking share of the working age population and a falling birth rate. Given that, in a flatlining economy over many years now, doesn't the Scottish economy really need more migration, whether that might be legal migration, but doesn't it need more migrants rather than fewer? And
no, absolutely bloody not, BBC. And then just to show you how out of touch the media are with where the public is going, it was the Daily Mail that actually launched this astonishing personal attack on Nigel Farage.
You denied you had a women problem, but when you were introducing Graham, you said he matters to us because he's our first MSP.
Yeah.
He's not your first MSP. Michelle Ballantyne was the Scottish leader of reform for a year in the previous Parliament, but you seem to have forgotten all about it.
Well, I wasn't involved with reform at the time. You're right, but I wasn't involved with reform at the time.
Well, that doesn't say much for your respect for women that you've just forgotten about.
Oh, don't talk nonsense. I was actually busy doing other things. I wasn't in politics at the time. The party was run by someone else. I can give you chapter and verse on what's happened since the 3rd of June last year.
And we came onto this issue via Nicola Sturgeon.
Yeah.
In her book, she also says you are odious, have a brittle, fragile ego, and are bombastic. Just for the record, to clarify, how odious, egotistical and bombastic do you think you are?
You make your own mind up. You can say whatever you like. And do you know what? I couldn't care less. Couldn't care less what she says or any of you say. I'm not interested. I'm far from brittle. I don't worry about any of it. I just do what I think's right. I came out of retirement this time last year to get back into politics because I thought I could make a positive difference. And there are a growing number of people who actually agree with that.
You do sound a bit touchy.
You can try as hard as you like, mate. Sorry.
Ben, just finally, I need to talk to you about this video from Scotland. So I'll play it for you again, but this is apparently a 14-year-old in Dundee. And this video has gone viral because lots of big American commentators like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Cat Turd are sort of saying this is emblematic of what's going on at the moment in our United Kingdom. Watch this.
Yes, you have a knife.
You don't. Hey, I'm fucking 12 feet. You're fucking batting kids.
Why are you fucking with us?
These are fucking kid bashers.
Show the knife. Show the knife. Show the knife.
Fuck away from us.
Show the knife. Show the knife.
Don't touch her.
That's it. That's it. Show the knife.
Don't touch my leg.
Show the knife. That's it.
Don't fucking touch my
Yeah, show the knife. Maratha.
What you're doing to me, don't talk to me.
Now, Ben, Nigel Farage was in Scotland today. You know, there was an hour-long press conference, not one question about these teenage girls who are going viral all across America. Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, this brave little girl is the type of refugee I want coming to America. Indeed, it's only been reported here in the mainstream media in that she was charged for possessing those weapons. And I do appreciate there are legal constraints in terms of what can be said. But speaking generally about these scenes on our streets, Ben Habib, we've got a real issue, right?
This is the dystopic United Kingdom that is being created through 30 years of misgovernance and a failure to protect civil society in the United Kingdom. This 14-year-old, I'm sure, wouldn't otherwise have habitually carried a knife or axe, but for the fact that she feels threatened on her own streets. And clearly the man filming it wanted to entrap her. He kept saying, show me the knife, show me the knife. The girls are distressed. She's underage, she's distressed. And there's a man speaking to her in a foreign accent, wishing to entrap her. This is precisely the kind of thing which has happened as a result of, as I say, decades of mismanagement of this country. And we're going to get more extremism, more division in society, more breakdown in the criminal justice system, the more that this society is allowed to spin out of control, which is why it's critical. It's critical that people like Farage, myself, and others call things out precisely for what they are, find the root causes of those problems, and then unashamedly propose the solutions, which in the case of mass illegal migration is the mass deportation of those who are here illegally, no matter how long it takes, no matter how costly the exercise, and no matter how difficult. It has to be done. There's no point hiding behind figures, no point giving exclusions for women and children, or no point dilly-dallying, flip-flopping, trying to curry favor here and there. If you care about this country and you're on the political landscape and you want to protect young girls like the one we just saw, we, the men of this country, have to be brave, and we need to speak bravely. That's the end of it.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Ben Habib. Congratulations on the endorsement from Tommy Robinson. Some good news, as you say. Do keep us posted, and when you hit that 30,000, please do come back. But we will speak very soon.
Thank you.
Ben Habib, leader of Advance UK. Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.